Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, what is it, August 28th, 2017. What's going on? How are ya? What's up? Sorry, it was obnoxious. I understand, but I got to make the ladies shut it off first, right? Oh, my God, who is this guy yelling? Why would you want to listen to that when you could just sit and watch reality television with myself? Listen to a bunch of broads fucking yelling at each other. It's unreal. It's unreal. My wife watches that shit all the time. All the fucking time. You come home and it's just like, it's like they live with us. You know what I mean? Me and my wife, we get along great, you know, but you wouldn't know it. Walking up the fucking front walk to the house, you hear like 5 women screaming at each other. You know? It's just like, well, are we hosting the Jerry Springer show? What's going on? And you open the door and she's watching the Real Housewives of Who Gives a Fuck? The Real Housewives of Trenton. The Real Housewives of Dayton, Ohio, wherever the hell they are. Wherever they are, whatever city they're in, the Real Housewives, they got fake tits, they got big ass fucking, they got ass injection lips, they got the fucking Botox. It's unbelievable, no matter where they are. Real Housewives, Grand Rapids. Like, there's not going to be some Hollywood shit guy, and there it is. Why is everybody walking around acting like there's some aging actress? You know what I mean? And they have to look good. For what the fuck are you looking? You're a 50-year-old mom. Just be a mom. Relax. It's over. You landed a guy. He knocked you up. All the laws are in your favor. For God's sakes, go have a fucking piece of pie and go smoke a Camel. I don't understand what the fuck these fucking spaghetti-strapped women, you know, the stupid, they're still wearing the tag tops. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, with the fucking tired skin showing. What are you doing? Trying to compete with your daughter? What are you doing? Good. Look, take a page out of my book. Just give into it. Your hair starts falling out, fucking shave it. Your legs are too white, put some pants on. Your fucking guts getting too big, start wearing sport coats on stage. That's the classy way. That's the classy way to just gracefully, you know, go from being young into your middle-aged into just being old. That's what you do. Then you get an old man hat, right? You start puttering around. You make funny little jokes. Everybody laugh. Look at him. Look at that old guy still making jokes. That's what you do. You don't get chemicals shot into your fucking face, you know, and enhance your fucking tits. Like, what are you trying to do? Huh? You're trying to give some 60-year-old a hard-on? I don't understand what these women are doing. And it was funny. I didn't even want to talk about this shit. I don't know why that just came out. It just did. All right. I had a wonderful show last night. A wonderful show. I was at the Cape Cod Melody Tent, if I can say it, which is such a special place for me to do stand-up because the one and only time I ever saw the great George Carlin live was at the Cape Cod Melody Tent. And I am embarrassed to say I saw him in 1988, and me and this other guy went to go see him to laugh at him because my buddy had me convinced that he had stopped writing and that he was still doing 20-year-old bits. So we were going to go see him as a joke. This is how fucking stupid I was. One of the most prolific comedians of all fucking time. So we show up to laugh at this guy, and within 2 seconds, we were just on the fucking floor laughing, and the guy hit his brand new 90 fucking minutes. And we were driving home like, he wasn't doing more stuff. That's how dumb I was. I did a lot of dumb shit back then. I went to some comedy shows, and I was literally the person in the crowd. I wasn't heckling or anything. You know what I mean? Although one time I did heckle Don Rickles just because I wanted to have an interaction with him, and I knew that I wasn't going to meet him. You know? I saw him at a casino about 4 years ago, and I waited till his encore. And he came out in the encore, and he was just doing his jokes, and I was way in the back. He's playing this giant room. I was way in the back, and I just went, Donnie! He didn't say anything, kept doing his jokes. I waited like another 3 minutes, and I went, Donnie! And he just looked out to where I was sitting. He goes, yeah, I know my name. Made that fucking Rickles face. And I was with Bartnick, and he fucking elbowed. He goes, he heard you, and that was it. You know, I broke a major rule of engagement there with fucking as a stand-up comedian. I shouldn't have done it, but I couldn't help myself. I could have helped myself. You know what? Let's be honest. Why don't we just be honest, okay? Now that stupid fucking fight is over, can we all just be honest with ourselves here? I'm a selfish person. And rather than accepting the fact that I wasn't going to get an interaction with them, I had to do that because I'm a selfish cunt. Okay? And, now can we all be honest about what went on Saturday night? I got to be honest with you, I have not even seen highlights of it. I didn't fucking watch it. I actually came home and was staying with some relatives here in Boston who also didn't get the fight because they're sane people. They're like, yeah, it's just, Floyd's going to carry him for a couple of rounds, that he's going to finish him. And then they're both, they're not going to really fuck each other up. And they're both going to leave with a boatload of money. Isn't that what's going on here? Yeah. Isn't there some guy, Alvarez, who's actually a fucking modern-day champion or some shit like that coming up? And we'll spend the money on that. We'll spend the money on that fucking thing. Whatever that boxing match. I don't know shit about boxing. But I do know Lyle Alzado versus Muhammad Ali when I fucking see it. So, I mean, a better version of it, I should say. But anyways, we actually watched Wicked Tuna. I have such mixed emotions when I watch those fishing shows, I got this love of animals, but I also love tuna, I'm an environmentalist who loves crab, king crab. Who the fuck doesn't love that? I mean, that's just fucking, it's tremendous. So when they're sitting there talking about how it's all fished out and they can't find any and that type of stuff, it's not that we should stop crabbing. There should just be less fucking people that they have to find it for, So, I don't know. I always have all these fucking ideas of how to, trim down the population. And of course, I'm never part of the problem, right? As most mass murdering maniacs, you're never part of the problem. Like Hitler, I'm sure when he looked in looked in the mirror, right, and was brushing his fucking teeth, right, I'm sure that he saw a blonde-haired, blue-eyed person. Instead of seeing what he truly was, which was the runt of the litter. You know what I mean? But the guy had heart, and he fucking overcame what the fuck he looked like to achieve his dream. Granted, he was out of his fucking mind. But, I mean, that alone he should have been, if he wasn't so crazy, he would have been, well, look at me. I'm fucking ugly as shit, and look what I've achieved. What if somebody who looks like me actually had a good heart? Imagine what they would achieve. Isn't that, how fucking lunatic, how much of a fucking lunatic is that guy? They're like, my dream came true, and I played the Cape Cod Melody tent telling jokes. His dream came true, and fucking, tens of millions of people died. That was literally his dream. Like, imagine if he never did his shit, right? And he just lived a regular life, and then all of a sudden, I can't even say God forbid, it's him. I just naturally say God forbid when I talk about terminal disease. Adolf Hitler, right? Doesn't fucking, somebody bought his paintings or some shit, right? So he just doesn't go down that fucking road. Now he's just, some regular guy. And then he has he gets some terminal illness, and for some reason Make-A-Wish is back then, and they go, what is your dream? What is your wish? And then he, really, you're going to make my wish come true? This is what we do, Adolf. We make sure you die with a smile on your face. What is your dream? And he would have laid there, telling the guy to come a little bit closer. What do you want to do? I want to exterminate all of the Jews. That's what he would have said. And what a fucking quagmire that Make-A-Wish would have been in, huh? They would have to, hey, hang on a second. They'd have to step out in the hall going, what do we do here? I mean, we just kind of made a broad statement that we make dreams come true. We didn't clarify it. Like, do you want to stand out here long enough? Maybe he'll fucking die of the disease. I mean, our whole reputation's on the line, right? And then all of a sudden, Make-A-Wish gets dragged into it, gets dragged into the madness of this man. And they're no longer looked upon as this wonderful organization that they are, right? Which takes in millions and millions of dollars, right? And God knows what the fuck they do. Who knows? You never know with those charities, right? Are they helping people out? Or are they helping themselves to a classic Camaro with some T-tops. When we return, we'll be taking some callers. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about today. So anyways, yeah, everybody thought I was going to cave. I have not caved on two fronts. I have not drank in 11 days, and I feel great. This is it, dude. I go 11 days, I could go a year. I could go a fucking year. I feel fucking fantastic. And I just used the word fantastic. I never... Fantastic. You know, I'm doing cardio like I've always been doing, but I'm not negating it at night with the fucking 3 or 4 home pours over there with the giant ice cube. And it's actually, the sober life is fucking great. It just sucks at night. It's the only thing. At night, it sucks at night. You know? Because it's like, what the fuck do I do? I'm like, yeah, I'm a habit guy. So this is the time of night I fucking do this, and then I'm not doing it. I'm like, well, now what do I do? What do I do? So you know what I did? I started playing guitar again. Anything, you know? I suck. What do you want? I mean, I go in there, I fucking play a little bit, and during that time, then it gets late, and then I literally feel my body just going, come on, dude, go pour one. Go, that's right over there. Look at the bottle. Dude, look at the bottle. It's right there. Just pour yourself one. And I just, all I have to do is just go downstairs to my bedroom. And then the fact that I'm an old man takes over. Like, dude, I'm not fucking going all the way back up there. Even as I'm laying there. You know? And I go downstairs, and my angel of a wife is laying in bed watching 5 women she doesn't know scream at each other and say horrible things. You know? They're really big on attacking, like, if a woman's never had a child. They're really big on attacking that. Oh, man, they're fucking mean. Just mean, goddamn fucking mean people. You know? As dumb as guys are, the way we solve shit with violence, I just think, you know, just punching somebody in the face is way more civil than saying, well, that's why you're barren and you can't have a child. It's like, really? Do me a favor. Next time, just punch me in the nose. Wouldn't that just be... Can we just leave it at that? So there's something to salvage afterwards? Jesus Christ. So anyway, now that I've gone 11 days, now it just starts to fade. Like, I walk by my fucking... I told you, 1927 Yankees lineup worth of fucking booze. And I'm telling you, like, I don't even see it anymore. Like, you know, I get Murderer's Row. Murderer's Row, the shit that I drink. You know, and they're all, I have the batting order. You know what I mean? Top of the order right through cleanup is the top of the shelf, top shelf shit. You know? That's your Pappies. I say, okay, here we go. Let's go with booze. So what would your lineup be? Who's hitting leadoff? Who's getting on base? Right? Who's your fucking Ricky Henderson that's going to fucking possibly hit a solo shot? And the next guys don't even have to knock him in. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to go. My Ricky Henderson is Johnny Walker Blue. Okay? Oh, this is going to be hard. I got too many cleanup hitters. Then I would say batting second is Grand Patron. All right? I'm not a big tequila guy, so I'm not getting into that fucking agave shit, whatever the fuck they put in it. Then I would say, this is a hard one. I would say maybe some Pappy Van Winkles is going third. Then batting cleanup in my world, I would say is McCallum Rare Cask. Right? Now we're getting to the middle of the order. This is, you know, it's not a special occasion. I just want to get fucked up. All right? These are the guys hitting 270, 280. Then you get in the middle order. You got Johnny Walker Black is batting fifth. I'd say, no, fifth is Patron Silver. Johnny Walker Black is batting sixth, batting seventh, eighth, and ninth. Now you're talking companies coming over. You like these people, but they don't like appreciate good booze. So you're just going to hit them with some basic shit, right? That's when you have to go Maker's Mark, Jack Daniels, batting ninth. batting ninth. If someone wants to mix it, I'll give you. This is the National League when the pitcher bats. Johnny Walker Red Label. There you go. That's my line. Hey, you know what? Send me in your booze lineups. Probably should have had I can do the beer one. Leadoff's got to be Budweiser. You know that thing's getting on fucking base, right? Batting second, I would have Miller High Life. Batting third. No. I'm going to fuck. I don't. Lead off Coors Light. No, but if we're doing best beer all the way down, no. What am I doing here? All right. I am white trash when it comes to beer. Okay? The fanciest, I would say, all right, I go Budweiser, then Miller, High Life. Then I'd say batting third in beer. That's a tough one. You start wanting people clear the bases a little bit. I'll go a little snobby, and I will say Blue Moon. I don't mind the orange slice. I don't mind it. Like if I'm just fucking thirsty, I'll have one of those. Bat and clean up is Guinness. All right. Then I'd have a black and tan in fifth. Six. Now you want to get fucked up, right? But you don't want to get become a fat fuck. So I would say Coors Light beer for Miller. Now 8 and 9. 8 and 9. This is for when some older people are coming over with their kids and you just got to, I don't know, for whatever fucking reason, you got to have an IPA and one of those others, like a Sierra Nevada or some shit. Something like that. I don't drink, but I'd leave that alone. Isn't this the stupidest conversation? I'm literally fucking sober and I'm making booze batting lineups. All right, if you're a beer drinker or if you're a hard liquor, I want to hear your lineups. Okay, let's get ready, man. The fucking pennant races are heating up. All right, I want to see what your lineups are. You come walking up to the bar with your pulling your fucking lineup card out of your back pocket. By the way, that Blue Moon is signed to like a 1-year contract. You just pick up a fucking big bat at the end of the fucking season. Like he's not a true Red Sox. All right. So anyways, by the way, somebody tweeted at me that stupid company out there in fucking Wisconsin, microchipping their fucking employees, and these fucking idiots are doing it. And and I'm like, why would they do that? And then all you have to do is look at their faces. And you look at them, I have this childlike innocence. They're believers. That's all it is. They grew up in a great state of Wisconsin where you're sheltered. All right? You're in the Midwest. You're in the heart of the country. That fat fucking weasel in North Korea, his missiles, even if it makes it that far, he's not shooting it at Wisconsin. All right? The Green Bay Packers, they're like owned by the fans. It's fucking everybody's making cheese. It's Mayberry. You ever been to Wisconsin? It's fucking tremendous. The air's fresh. The water's fucking clean. At least it looks that way when I drive by at 80 miles an hour on the way to some godforsaken fucking place I'm going to perform at. Right? It's tremendous fuck. These people, they believe. Right? They all ordered the fight. They think he's going to make it great again. They believe. You know why? Because they're fucking good people out there. So they walk into the work. Hey guys, this is the new thing. And they sit there looking, gee, I don't know. This seems a little bit creepy, right? But how did they get him? And how do you get the general masses? How do you get them? All right? There's 2 ways to get the general masses. Fear and free T-shirts. One or the other. You scare the shit out of them, they're fucking on board. You tell them the boogeyman's under their bed, whatever the fuck you tell them they need to do, they're going to fucking do it. If you don't want to fucking waste your time coming up some fucking boogeyman story, just make a free fucking T-shirt. And that's what they did in Wisconsin. They had these fucking T-shirts that said, I got chipped. That was it. That was the tipping point. Wait a minute. If I put that foreign object in me that I have no idea what it is, no idea what its capabilities are, no idea what it really does, other than what you tell me, you evil cunt. You'll give me that free T-shirt? And you know they got them the extra soft ones. Oh, my God, dude. I tell you right now, my favorite go-to T-shirt is my I Got Chipped. It's so soft. You know, and as much as I'm making fun of them, I see the writing on the wall because there's way more people. There's way more believers out there. You know, believing in the invisible lines, believing in the teams, believing in all that fucking bullshit, right? Believing that they're evil, but these people are saints, or vice versa, right? These people are evil. They do it all over the world. God loves us best. These people are infidels. These people are fucking this. These people are fucking that. It's the thing is, the common thread with human beings is that there's fucking lunatics at the top. Okay? And then you have nice people at the bottom, you know, Wisconsin people. People give the shirt off your fucking back, you know, provided you're not too tan. Let's not overly romanticize these white people. At the end of the day, they are white people. Okay? And I'm not shitting on my own people. We're just in a position in society where you know, nobody's watching us. So we get to go full fucking frontal nudity with their fucking brains. There's nobody in our way, right? That's why we go fucking crazy. You need some sort of hand on. Maybe that's what the microchip is for. I have no idea. I just know at the end of the fucking trail, who is it? Think of some of the people that run shit. Look at Bill Clinton. The man could not keep his dick in his pants. He's shoving cigars up women's vaginas half his fucking age. That fucking guy, that's one of the guys running shit? Or someone of his fucking ilk? You gonna let that guy put a fucking microchip? Well, do I get a free T-shirt? Yes, you do, Skippy. All right, I'm in. And that's it. And this is the thing. They don't need thinking people to buy in. All they need is the free T-shirt people. And the free T-shirt people, you get enough of them, it becomes a tipping point, and then they can start changing it. You know what I mean? It's like the toll booths, right? Everybody easy pass. I'm not getting that. You're not going to fucking track where I'm going, all right? And there was just one easy pass lane, 10 fucking lanes where you threw your change in or fucking went to a guy, right? And then it became 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go fuck yourself. Well, you don't have to. You can use the fucking surface roads. You don't have to use the highways, but your taxes did pay for them. Then you're like, fuck. That's what happens. And they'll get all of us. But you know what? You know what I love about life, though? They can never stop you from drinking yourself to death. And that's one to grow on. All right, with that, let's, I'm sorry, that got really fucking dark. All right, what are we doing here? Live reads. Okay. I'm reading off my phone here because I have no internet where I'm at right now. I'm going to have to go drive down to a fucking coffee shop. You know, there's nothing in a coffee shop that I want other than their internet. You know, I don't drink coffee. Your little pastries they're like eating a fucking bathroom tile. They're always fucking, they just suck. Everything in Starbucks fucking sucks. I don't have the coffee. I know the coffee's their heroin. All right? But you ever go into a bodega that's really selling fucking drugs? You know what I mean? You know how like old this cereal is? That's like what fucking Starbucks is. It's like a drug dealing bodega. You know what I mean? Like the only thing that is good in there that is not past its fucking date of freshness is the fucking drugs that they're selling. And with Starbucks, it's the coffee. Everything else in there sucks. That's why you got to love Dunkin' Donuts. You know? Their coffee evidently is out of this fucking world, but they also make these great donuts. All right, DraftKings, everybody. Oh shit, DraftKings is back. I love these guys because they finally admitted what the fuck they were doing. All right, you fucking degenerate gamblers. There you go. You're in a loveless marriage. Let's add to the pain. DraftKings, fantasy football season is almost here, and there's no better way to get closer to the game you love than to put your fucking paycheck on it with DraftKings 1 week fantasy football. DraftKings is hosting a $100,000 contest that is totally free to enter. All you have to do is put your paycheck down, and if you don't draft the perfect lineup, You can what? And if you draft the perfect lineup, you can win $1 billion. All right, I was making fun of this. Now I think I'm in. With DraftKings, there are many ways to play. Choose between public contests with big cash prizes or private contests where you can compete against a group of your friends. DraftKings also has a beginner and casual contest where you play against people of a similar skill level. That's like when the drug dealer gives you a free taste. The best part is you get to draft a new team each week without any commitment. So to get DraftKings.com now and use get DraftKings.com now and use promo code Burr, B-U-R-R, to play in DraftKings free week 1 contest with $100,000 in total prizes. And these guys are brilliant. And if you draft the perfect lineup, you can win $1 billion. I don't know what the perfect lineup is. Use my promo code Burr to play for free in week 1. That's promo code Burr at DraftKings.com. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. I love that they're back in the ring. I want to see that movie get made. How they came about, how quickly they grew, and how quickly at the state and federal level they're like, wait a minute, this is a national gambling ring and we're not getting any fucking money out of this? How many beaks did you have to fucking wet to get back into the game? Jeez, I bet they went to one of those Bilderberg meetings. All right, Helix started. Helix, everybody. Helix, I don't know what the fuck this is. You're unique. Oh, you're a special person, aren't you? You don't walk like everyone else, talk like everyone else, shoot, shit, or anyone else, or sleep like anyone else. So why the fuck is your mattress one size fits all? I don't know, because there's a basic shape to everybody. Because a truly customized mattress will cost you $5,000 to $10,000. Oh, there's the answer right there. Until now. Go to helixsleep.com and answer a few simple questions, and they'll run a 3D biomechanical model of your body through their proprietary algorithms they developed with the help of the world's leading ergonomics and biomechanics experts. Jesus Christ, what a sentence. The result? The most comfortable mattress you've ever slept on. Helix customers report a 30% improvement in overall sleep quality. And for couples, they customize each side of the mattress. Ah, yes, the beginning of the end of the relationship. Your mattress arrives at your door in about a week, and shipping is 100% free. I like mine to be like this. Yeah, I like it to be like that. I'd rather fuck this guy. I don't give a shit. I'm already banging her. Helix Sleep. That's why everyone from GQ magazine to Forbes are all talking about Helix Sleep. You have 100 nights to try it out, and if you don't love it, they'll pick it up for free. Gross! And give you a 100% refund. No questions asked. It'd be funny if they asked you. What was the problem? Well, I mean, sleeping was okay, but when I went to bang my wife, I kept getting this pain in my left knee. Yeah, I played sports, but I never had pain in that one. Look, my fucking knee hurts when I bang my wife. I don't know what to tell you. All right, I'll sign there. All right, go to helixsleep.com/Burr and get $50 off your order. That's helixsleep.com/Burr. Hey, helixsleep.com/Burr. HELIX. Oh, Jesus. Look who's back. Movement watches, everyone. Hang in there. I got 2 more here. Movement watches. You guys know Movement, right? They reinvented the watch business by selling directly to you with over 1 million watches sold to date. Well, goddamn it, these bastards did it again, except this time with sunglasses. Huh? You thought they were done with watches? No, they're going to keep going. They just shot one right across the bow of every designer fucking sunglass boat out there. They were tired of having to pay. They were tired of having to pay for cheaply made throwaway shades or overpriced designer glasses, so they said, fuck it. They actually wrote screw it. They said fuck it. That's what they said in the meeting. We'll make our own, starting at just $70. Movement sunglasses start at just $70 with the option to upgrade to polarized. What the fuck does that mean? Polarized? You stop agreeing with people the second he's a polarizing character. Those overpriced designer brands will run you upwards of $200. Movement figured out by selling online, they were able to cut out the middleman and retail markup, providing the best possible prices. They figured this out with watches. They're like, hey, why not do it with sunglasses? I hope they keep going. We've done it again. We've cut out the middleman with fucking dildos. Where are we? They are high quality premium I don't even know how to say this. acetate. Acetate? 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 Frames. No cheap plastic here. You gotta see these. They have a lot of styles to choose from. Classy, trendy, round, aviator, mirrored, polarized. You know, if I had internet, I'd look that up. Polarized sunglasses. What the fuck does that mean? You wear them down in Antarctica? For him and for her, you're sure to find the perfect pair. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movement.com/Burr. You know Movement, for how they've revolutionized the watch industry. Now's the time to check out their sunglasses. Go to mvmt.com/Burr. Join the movement. All right, last one. Oh, God, why is this copy so long? Just get to the fucking point. Wink. W-I-N-C. For some reason pronounced wink. When you have a great glass of wine, it enhances the moment. Whether you're reflecting on, if I had to make a wine lineup, this is what it would be. Who's leading off? You got to lead off with a Cab, all right? And you fucking bottom of the order. I don't know who the fuck. All I know is a Barolo's batten cleanup for me, and I don't give a fuck about anything else about wine. You know what I mean? I take on the whole wine world with just the two of those. Nice fucking Cab. If I want to get shit faced. Barolo, if I don't know, if I did something that day. All right. When you have a great glass of wine, it enhances the moment. Whether you're reflecting on the day or with someone you love, Wink understands this. It's why they started their company. I mean, how many times do we have to tell you? This is why they fucking did it. To give you access to exceptional wines from around the world so you can have more of these moments. See, I need to use it. Well, if I wasn't on the wagon, I'd use this shit. Because if you can't put together a 9 fucking bottle list of booze, beer, or wine, I guess liquor, I should say, then you're really doing your liver a disservice. Just try Wink.com, TRYWINC.com. Take a brief palate profile quiz. And, somehow that'll end up on somebody's microchip in their fucking hand in Wisconsin. And Wink will recommend distinct and interesting wines actually customized to your palate to be shipped directly to your door every month. None of your time is wasted. It'd be funny if you committed a murder years later and you left a fucking wine glass and they went back to this information. Well, it says here that wine glass was part of your profile. Is that not true? It's part of your palate profile. Then you get all nervous. You just confess to it on the stand, right? Like it's a 1950s cop show. They were tired of having to pay for cheaply made throwaway. Wait, that's the shades. What did I do here? None of your time is wasted fitting in a run to the store or your way home from work or your way to an event or a gathering. No more time spent guessing what you might like because Wink bases the wines they send you on your taste preferences. Wink will even introduce you to new, rare, custom wines that are not available anywhere else and tell you the story behind each one. No membership fees, skip any month, cancel any time, and Wink has 100% satisfaction guaranteed, so you never pay for a bottle you don't like. And right now, Wink is offering listeners $20 off your first order when you go to trywink.com/Burr. That's trywink, spelled TRYWINC.com/Burr to get $20 off your first order now. Trywink.com/Burr. There you go. Oh, thank God it's fucking over. Thank God it's fucking over. Ah, Jesus Christ. You know one thing I do like about technology? I like DocuSign. I really enjoy that shit. Makes it nice and fucking easy. By the way, I have to hype this gig because they don't do a lot of stand up at this venue. Now, at this point, if you listen to the podcast for a while now, you realize that, as much as old Freckles goes on stage telling jokes, he's actually a frustrated musician. I wish I was good at guitar. I wish I was good at drums. I have a tremendous amount of respect for musicians. Speaking of which, Queens of the Stone Age, one of my favorite bands of all time, put out their brand new album this week. I'm going to be listening to it, and I'll give you my own review of it on Thursday. Just kidding. I fucking hate when people do that. Like I'm supposed to listen to you. Who the fuck are you? Fucking listen to you. I'll listen to it myself and make up my own mind. How about that? All right there, YouTube person. Anyways, I'm going to be November 2nd I'm going to be in Clear Lake, Iowa at the Surf Ballroom. The Surf Ballroom that's the last place Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, Richie Valens, all of those guys played. Waylon Jennings was there that night, and he went on the bus and everything. Just being a music fan, I don't know. It's slightly morbid to play there, but I'm going to play there, and I'm flying in. I'm landing at the fucking airport they took off from. Everybody's like, dude, aren't you fucking nervous? They crashed because there was no de-icing technology back then. They had too much weight on their wings, which changed the shape of the airfoil. They were overweight. They couldn't fucking produce enough lift. They crashed and they died. That's not going to happen in 2017. So I'm going to be there. Won't happen to me. Won't happen to you. If you want to check out this legendary venue, November 2nd, Clear Lake, Iowa, Surf Ballroom. I'm going to be there with Dean Del Rey, who was actually born the same day that they all died. Not the same year, but the same day. So it's going to be a tremendously freaky fucking night. I got a brand new hour, and last night it could not have gone better. And I left out half of my fucking jokes. I was having so much fun down at the Cape Cod Melody Tent. So please get your tickets. November 2nd, Clear Lake, Iowa, the Surf Ballroom. And I will be tweeting out and Facebooking out a link because I am an old man. I'm not on Photoshop. I'm not on Instagram. It's not Photoshop. What's the other one? There's Instagram, and then there's the other one. Snapchat. I need to get on those, right? Is that what I need to do? By the way, I'm thinking of putting together a college tour. A tour of colleges in the beginning of next year to help promote F is for Family. And bring in a bunch of swag to, free merchandise, free F is for Family merchandise. This is what I want to do. If I get enough interest from certain schools, especially the University of Kansas, when the Jayhawks have a home basketball game, so I can go to that legendary arena, that would be tremendous. Do you understand what I'm saying here? I was actually thinking of doing that once a year, right? In every, college fucking division, Like 1 year I'll do a Big Ten fucking F is for Family tour. I'll do an SEC one. I'll do a Pac-12, whatever the fuck they're called now. The WAC, right? Do something like that. I don't know. I'm always thinking of fucking ideas like that shit. But just to help promote it. And, because that's my fucking job. I got to sell the goddamn show. Don't get mad at me, all right? All right, 37 minutes in. Here we go. All right, let's read some of your questions here for this week. The 90s. Dear Billy Temple Pilot, I'm feeling a bit nostalgic for the 90s. I was 12 in 1990. I'm 10 years older than you bastard. And had no stress or responsibilities. I get how that influences this, but it was a good time. I'm happy with technology now, and our society is more conscious of social issues, but everything is so loud now. Do you ever get nostalgic for the 90s? If so, what part of the 90s? Can you have your podcast guy use the Friends theme song for the Thursday podcast? That's a question mark there. Or anything awesome from the 90s? Thanks for reading this. If you do, life is pretty boring these days, and if I could use something to brighten my day as a pet store manager. All right, sir. Here's what's happening to you. Is you're slipping into your life and you don't like what's going on. So rather than fixing the now, you're going back in time. That's a temporary fix. Okay? If you don't want to manage a pet store, ask yourself what you really want to do and start slowly walking towards that, taking a half a step, a quarter step every day. And at one point you're going to look up and God damn it, there it is. Just like Indiana Jones. And then you grab it and all of a sudden a giant ball starts rolling after you and you got to fucking run out of there. And that's you after you make it, then trying to stay there. All right? But that's way more exciting than managing this pet store that, you're saying brighten your day as a pet store manager. You one of these guys who actually doesn't like animals? You probably don't like the people, right, coming in there or whatever. I don't know what it is. But I will answer your question. My favorite part of the 90s was the month before Nevermind came out. And I was listening to the Skid Row's Slave to the Grind, and I thought hair metal and all, not even hair metal, but metal was never going to end. Because that was, what you love was the end of my youth, because I was 22 in 1990. So that was the end of it for me. So, think about 2000 for you. You're getting out of college. all this new music's coming out. You're starting to not be able to, the next few years, you can't keep up with it. What the fuck are they listening to? And then that's what happens. And then you start driving around. But I'm not going to lie to you, dude. The shit that I still listen to, I try to listen to newer shit. Like, it's a new band to me, like Cold War Kids. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I saw them, recently they were on TV. I'll download some of their stuff. And I'm like, oh, I remember that song. That fucking that song. That fucking tune. The guy's singing really high voice, amazing voice. And I was looking at that. It's like that fucking album came out 2006 or something. So I'm way behind the curve, but I try to stay up on. All right, you want to hear something embarrassing? I'm going to fucking tell you all my latest downloads. I downloaded Dreamweaver by Gary Wright. That album, tremendously fucking underrated album. All right, because everybody thinks of they think of that song, woo woo woo, Dreamweaver, right? And everybody laughs at that song. They use it in these ironic hipster fucking ways. I got to tell you, man, that fucking album is the shit. And there's definitely some poppy shit on there. But all these years of me talking about loving to play drums and all this stuff, why did nobody tell me about Andy Newmark? Jesus Christ, that guy's one of the best fucking drummers I've ever heard. He plays on this album. And, you don't have to get it for fucking Dreamweaver or any of that shit, but like, Love Is Alive. For the longest time, I thought that sounded like Clapton to me singing, or maybe like one of those Steve Winwood bands. Just listen to how tasty the fucking drums are. And I'll actually post a video this week of him fucking playing with like Rod Stewart and these guys just fucking wailing. All right, so I downloaded that. Then I downloaded Cold War Kids, Robbers, and Cowards. I'm downloading the new Queens of the Stone Age today. And then Jesus. Well, in defense of me, I lost a lot of my music when I dropped my last phone into the toilet. It was actually in my back pocket. And I stood up from taking a dump, right? No, I didn't. I was fucking hammered. I remember this guy was saying there was something about standing up when you take a piss, some fucking health reason. So I sat down like a lady, right? And I had my phone in my back pocket. When I stood up, it fucking fell into the toilet. Fucking brutal. Like I was going to go get that. No, it ain't happening. So I don't use the cloud and everything. I lost everything. So I downloaded AC/DC. If you want blood, you got it live. AC/DC for those about to rock. AC/DC High Voltage. Then I had to get my vintage Aerosmith in there. I downloaded Get Your Wings, Rocks, Toys in the Attic. Then I downloaded the new fucking Mute Math. Well, I'm still waiting for the rest of that album to come out. The Play Dead. I downloaded Glenn Campbell, Rhinestone Cowboy, because I've been singing that with the advertising. Like a rhinestone ball bag. Peter Frampton Comes Alive. Alt J, This Is All Yours. Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing. Download. What a fucking tremendous song that is. The new Royal Blood album. Anthony Hamilton. Then I downloaded like 3 Prince albums. No, 2 of them. Sign of the Times. And then Dirty Mind. The first Soundgarden album. The Prince album For You. Then a Dave Brubeck live at Carnegie Hall. Then a bunch of Miles Davis. That's what I've done in the last couple of months. Steaming with Miles, working with Miles, round about midnight, relaxing with Miles, cooking with Miles. And there you go. That's what the fuck I've been downloading. What else do I got here? Wayne Shorter. The Idiot King, Attention Deficit. I think that's that's what's his face. Tim Alexander on drums on that. The Brown Album. Bad Motor Finger. Temple of the Dog. Oh, that was right when Chris Cornell died. I had to get all that fucking music back on my phone. John Coltrane, Sonny Rollins, Tesla, Skid Row, there you go. Marilyn Manson, Primus. Animals Should Not Act Like People, Pork Soda, and Sailing the Seas of Cheese. You know what? DeRosa just sent me a new fucking, their latest fucking track. It's the shit. I absolutely loved it. Primus has a new one coming out. What the fuck is it called? Let me see here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? In my phone, in my phone, in my phone. All right, what do I have him underneath? You know, everybody says Joe has no shoulders. That's not true. He lacks the meat that is between your neck and your shoulders. Basically, his trapezius. He was born without it. All right, Primus, The 7. Check that out this week. All right, enough with this old man telling you the music that he likes. Let's get back to your young people questions here, shall we? So, yeah, when grunge came in, I didn't like the first, like, when Pearl Jam first came out, Nirvana first came out, I didn't like those bands because they knocked all my bands off the top 10. You know? I was like, this isn't a good band. What about Britney Fox? What about Winger, man? What about Warrant? And yeah, I didn't necessarily buy all those albums, but I didn't think any of that was bad music. I was young. I didn't fucking know any better. You know, at least those guys could fucking play. You know, these cunts today with a fucking laptop and a goddamn Christmas tree in their head. So it took me a long time to admit that Nirvana, Pearl Jam were great bands, but like Soundgarden and fucking Alice in Chains had like fucking that anger in there. And just the sound of their lead singers, man. I really like their frontmen. And now, of course, you know, I love Pearl Jam, I love Nirvana and all that shit. But I was a bit of a baby when their music came out. I was too young. This is the first time I was seeing my music go away, so I wasn't mature enough to be like, you know what? You know, I have to accept that, you know, my time has come and gone and that this is what the fucking music is now and I should listen to it. It took me a good 20 years to be able to do that. All right. Hey there, Billy Clinton. Did you hear this yet? The court ruled that the head of the Democratic National Convention, Debitt Wasserman, that's her name, Dibbit, Schultz, rigged the primaries against Bernie Sanders. The court? What court? So this woman, under the influence of Hillary Clinton's camp, tampered in the U.S. election process, but none of the Democrats or celebrity do-rights are going to be outraged because they're sanctimonious asshats. And for the record, I was a registered Democrat. And stop fucking saying that. If it's a fact, it's a fact. I don't need to, and I used to be a this, or I actually voted for Obama. I don't give a fuck what you did. If what you're saying is factual, I don't need to know what the fuck you did. I was a registered Democrat until about 2010, blah, 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 with the exception of Bush and Gerald Ford. Anyways, the hypocrisy is just so insane to me to not be mad at this, especially as a Democrat. I think you have to have clinical issues. Yeah, well, I heard like Bernie Sanders was drawing a bunch of people and they just didn't even cover it. All right, now where is this coming from? This is the Observer.com. In June 2016, a class action suit was filed against the Democratic National Committee and the former Democratic National, it's Debbie Wasserman Schultz, for violating the DNC charter by rigging the Democratic presidential primaries for Hillary Clinton against Bernie Sanders. How hilarious would this be? It's actually doubly sad if this is true. Even former Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid admitted in July 2016, everybody knew that this was not a fair deal. He added that Debbie Wasserman Schultz should have resigned much sooner than she did. The lawsuit was filed to push the Democratic National Convention to admit their wrongdoing and provide Bernie Sanders supporters who supported him financially with millions of dollars in campaign contributions with restitution for being cheated. On August 25th, 2017, federal judge William Schleich, is this all true, dismissed the lawsuit after several months of litigation during which the Democratic National Convention's attorneys argued that the DNC would be well within their rights to rig primaries and select their own candidates. That was their argument, so they weren't denying it. In evaluating plaintiffs' claims that this, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send this to Jimmy Dore. And I want him to, because he, you know, I'm too stupid to be able to debunk this or say that it's actually fucking true. I want to know. I want to know what love is. I mean, this wouldn't surprise me. You know what I mean? I would actually love if this got some fucking attention. Just to truly shut up all these fucking dopes in Hollywood. You know, back in the day, I mean, I guess I think that, I mean, who's kidding who? I'm not trying to be the spokesperson for fucking Wesson Oil or whatever the fuck people are trying to do out there. But, like, I try to, like, evenly trash everybody, and I'm totally into conspiracy theory. Like, none of this is shocking to me. You know? I just think we're just inherently flawed. And I base that on myself. As I fucking, as I just fuck up all the time. We're just inherently flawed people. All right, Jimmy Dore. There we go. This is how dumb I am. I'm going to send this to him, and I'm just going to text, is this true? And he loves me enough to actually reply to this. I know part of him is going to feel sad that I'm as dumb as I am, and that I have his phone number. Yeah, I mean, none of that surprises me. I mean, you kind of felt that Bernie was getting boxed out. And I guess maybe the Democratic National Committee does have the right to do it. The same way the NFL had the right to suspend Tom Brady, whether he did anything or not. I mean, when they took it to court, they go, yeah, this is bullshit. You don't have enough fucking evidence. And they're like, well, we're a corporation, right? Does a corporation have a right to suspend its employee? Yes, you do. Well, Tom Brady's our employee, therefore he's suspended. That's kind of like what they did to Bernie Sanders. And yes, I did just compare him to Tom Brady. I think they have a lot in common. Living in a retirement community at 33 years of age. What's up, freckled ball bag? A friend recently turned me on to your podcast. It's hilarious. Well, thank you. Thank you for preventing me from killing myself on my 1-hour commute to work. Well, that's great. I like to do what I can. Although I am into population. Maybe I should take population control. Maybe I should take a couple weeks off. My wife, 28, and I, 33, finally had enough money to buy our first home. Dude, you guys are crushing it. So we purchased a nice little townhouse in Connecticut. We didn't know at the time, but we were moving into a community that is potentially the evil offspring of a retirement village and the House of Wax. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what happens when you buy your first house. You're so excited you don't drive around. You don't know the questions to ask. Now you know. Are the people old as shit around here? Just out of curiosity. Is this a drug-filled neighborhood? Is there any chemical fucking shit in the water? What are the schools like? All those questions you have to ask. All right. We are nice, courteous people, and so we think. So don't take the anger in this email out of context. Well, you had a little perspective of that. If you said we're nice, courteous people, but the fact that you actually have the intelligence to say, or so we think, understanding that there is another perspective in life other than your own. We've helped some of our old-ass neighbors carry shit, because they can't, with the osteoporosis and everything. We wave and chat with them when walking our dog, and we even hold a charity beer pong tournament in New York City every year to raise money for MS, unrelated to our community, but shows we care, ? I guess, ? Anywho, enough about us. This past weekend, we had my brother and sister-in-law in town and invited another couple over on Saturday. Sorry if I blew your eardrums out. I tried to pull it away enough. I don't think I took it away in time. Sorry. We went to hang out at school, at our pool. Sorry. We took a float, snacks, a couple of beers, and a speaker. There were 5 to 7 other people at the pool, all in their hundreds. It did not look like the pool scene from Caddyshack. We hung out, chatted, sipped a beer, and listened on low to Jack Johnson or some other mellow, soft shit. Monday morning at 10 a.m., the entire community got this email. Residents, it was reported to the board and the management that over this past weekend there were some owners and guests who behaved inappropriately, loud and shouting conversations, foul language, and may have partaken in alcoholic beverages prior to or while visiting the pool. None of these things are acceptable and are also violation of the pool rules of the old fucks court. Obviously, you added that. If said individuals were seen behaving in such a manner going forward, the police may be called and said individuals will not be permitted to use the facilities and may also be subject to a hearing in front of the board whereby fines may be imposed. The pool facility is for the peaceful enjoyment of all residents and we hope to keep it that way. Thank you. Signed, the old-ass board of directors. Jesus Christ, dude. What the you didn't realize you fucking bought a house in a retirement community? Says, first off, let me say I had nothing against the elderly. I love my grandparents. You don't have to stop establishing credibility. You bought a fucking house. It's like the movie Cocoon, but if you jump in the pool, you're still fucking old. I get it. Anyways, I called her once a week. I enjoy a quiet night on the couch with some scotch or an old fashioned and shit. I still use Hotmail. Yes, we're a part of HOA and in rules about alcohol drinks. At the pool, you can only have 2 guests per household. Oh, shit, we violated the covenant. But this email from the board is still absurd, right? No, it's not absurd. You just didn't do your homework. You didn't do your homework. That's what happened. You didn't do your homework. Did I just fucking rip the spread here with that pen in the back pocket? Laying on my mother's fucking quilt here. Motherfucker am I here? I gotta go back to this here. By the way, everybody thinks every sound on my podcast is a fart now because I hold this thing to my chest. Any fucking sound that's made. Dude, you fucking ripped ass last week. I mean, maybe I did. I don't feel that I am. Maybe I am. I don't know. But I'm in my house. You know, I have to fart. I let it go. You can't fucking smell it. Deal with it. No, dude, this is all on you. This is just... He said, but loud conversations? What? Drinking alcoholic beverages prior to visiting the pool area? Are you kidding me? The police may be called. Get an effing life, dude. Dude, this is their life. This is the end of their life, and they want quiet. Okay? Half of them probably fought in fucking wars. The last thing I need is you with your newfangled fucking Elvis music that is Jack Johnson to them. Look, this is the deal. You guys fucked up. Okay? You guys fucked up, all right? And this is part of buying your first house, okay? I bought my first house back in 2011. And you know what? I was like, wow, this is a great old house. It has a lot of character. You know what my fucking old people at the pool was? Galvanized pipes in the walls, cloth wiring, a gas leak, flashing when I turned on the lights to possibly ignite the gas underneath my fucking house. Wood rot, termites, non-permitted fucking building shit. Just, you fucking name it. Put a new roof on it. The guy fucked up. He didn't reattach the thing. The water came through. They blamed me. I just said, fuck it. I paid for it myself. This is part of it, dude. I'm really sorry that you're going through this. I'm sure there's somebody else old that will buy your fucking house. Other than that, I would just, you are in a communal area. I would be quiet when you go down to the pool. I mean, I try to look at the bright side. At least nobody's going to be listening to loud fucking Benny Goodman music all the way into the night because old people, they fall asleep like 9 times a day. So, and even if you don't like your neighbor, they're going to die soon. There's a lot of positive ways to look at this. You can always sell. So I would make the best of it. You can always Uber. I would Uber. I would go out and go get fucking hammered and be loud in the young part of town and then come back. Just make sure you get some sort of electric car to cruise you up real quietly to your fucking front door. I'm sorry you're going through that, but what you learned is you have to fucking check out your neighborhood before you got to read everything. So that's the deal. All right? I hope it works out for you. All right. Oh, guess who just texted me back? This is why Jimmy Dore is the shit. Because I just read shit and Jimmy gets to the bottom of it. This is what Jimmy just sent me back. Basically, yes, the judge left open the door for the lawyers to refile in a way that would be more successful. The important thing in this case is that the lawsuit forced the DNC lawyer to admit in court that they don't have to run a fair primary and that they can pick and choose whomever they want and can ignore the voters. They can ignore the voters' will if they choose to do so. The WikiLeaks emails revealed that the DNC was colluding with the Clinton campaign and gave her an unfair advantage, which is why Wasserman Schultz resigned before the DNC convention last summer. The judge dismissed the case, it appears to me, based on the fact the plaintiff did not have standing to sue, and the federal court did not have jurisdiction in this case. I am interviewing the lawyer who filed this case today, so hopefully lots will be cleared up in that interview. So there you go. Search Jimmy Dore. I'll send out a link to it. I mean, that's a comedian. That's an informed guy. You hear how that thing was written? You hear how eloquent that was? I actually sounded smart while reading that. Check that out. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All those women who cried over fucking Hillary Clinton, and she's just as fucking filthy as this guy. Can you believe this Trump? Can you fucking believe this Trump? That's all you hear out in fucking Hollywood land where I live. And it's just like, I hope it's true. So I can be like, well, what do you think about that? And watch them completely dismiss it the same way, to go back to Tom Brady. Well, all right, so he lets the cunt's hair wet the air out of a ball. What about when you guys did this? And the other people root for others. Well, that was no fucking big deal because our team did it. I fucking love it. I love it. Oh, Jesus Christ, do I love it. Okay, boss, racist? Racist? Question mark. Hey, Billy Boozebag. Billy No Fun. 11 days, motherfucker. Shut up. I know you're not drinking. Oh, he got me. Look at that. Anymore. It's all I could come up with. All right. Bill, recently our company had an event where we give a tour to possible clients who will partner with us in the future. During this event, our boss, who was outgoing and funny, was ironing white sheets and thought it would be funny to poke fun at the KKK by placing a white sheet over his head and saying Black Lives Matter. He immediately recognized the situation and took it off his head and addressed the whole company the next day. He apologized and made our counselors available to the company for whoever was affected and offended. Jesus fucking Christ. You got to go through all of that? I just love these people that are just so fucking, I don't know where the fuck they live, that they feel like I can do this and they're not going to have a problem. But then everybody's like so fucking hurt they need to be like counseled. Aren't you just trying to get out of your job for a couple hours? Just walk up to the guy and say you're a fucking asshole. And then if you want the guy fired, just say that. Someone's got to sit there and hold your hand. The only problem was that he left out the Black Lives Matter part in the first meeting and simply said, oh, wait a minute. So now what are you saying? Okay, wait a second. The only problem was that he left out the Black Lives Matter part in the first meeting and simply said he placed the sheet over his head, which is where the outrage came from. You know, dude, that's one of the most important information in this fucking story, and you left out some words here. The only problem was that he left out the Black Lives Matter part in the first meeting and simply said he placed the sheet over his head, which is where W-E-R-E, where the outrage came from. Dude, what am I supposed to do with this? In the counselor meeting with everyone, I couldn't help but notice only white middle-aged women were trashing the guy. They were crying, etc. Not one minority in that room said they were affected. It pissed me off because it was almost insulting to minorities watching this. What if there was actually a minority who was actually racially discriminated against and went to court and wasn't listened to? Dude, I don't know what you're talking about right now. I'm 90% sure these women were just looking for money. It's not like our boss tried to hide or make excuses. So the white women got offended? What? This is like a fucking beat sheet for a script that isn't written yet. What? White middle-aged women were trashing the guy. They were crying, etc. That fucking sentence ended, then he began a new paragraph with that, and then starts talking about the minority women there. I don't know what you're talking about here, sir. Okay, so you're asking me what are my opinions? You think these women are just looking for an opportunity to sue, S-E-W, for money, or do you think they actually believe these ladies were offended? Thanks, Bill. I don't know what you're talking about here, sir. I have no idea. Am I making fun of white women for acting like they were offended and crying? Because you think, I have no idea. I don't know what, sir. Proofread. Okay, I'm not a good speller either, but I do know where the spell check is, and I hit the button, and it erases all my impurities. All right. My fiance isn't into fucking other men. Okay. He says, I feel, or she said, I don't know what the fuck this is, what gender this is. He said, I feel like this is a slightly different yet amusing take on relationship issues and would love to hear you tackle this in a podcast. Basically, I really like watching my girl fuck other men. It's not a cuckold thing because I'll fuck her right after and it's always the best sex we ever had. Right after? You don't ever shower first, sir? Right after. Okay. Hey, I don't judge. Whatever you want to do. If that's what you guys are in. My issue is that our sex is already great, and I'm well above average in size and stamina, so it's hard for her to find another guy she's actually interested in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You started all the way to the left, now we're all the way to the right. Oh, wow. This fucking guy here. I don't mind her fucking other guys. I can handle it because at the end of the day, my dick's so big, nobody can follow me. Okay. Now I'm judging the guy. I don't know why I'm doing this. Is just all over the fucking map. I don't push the issue because I'm confident in my abilities, evidently. So confident you got to fucking write an email about it. And don't want her to have a bad time simply for my pleasure, but I wanted to know your opinion on the subject. We have threesomes with other women, God bless you, and I can't even get into them, so I can't judge her. I love her, and our amazing sex has been a driving factor after almost 4 years. Yet there's something about fucking her after she's been with another man that is so hot to me, I can't accurately explain it, and she just doesn't seem into it because, as she puts it, I do it better. Dude, this is one of the greatest emails. I hope even if you just made this up, I would really appreciate your opinion on this weird kind of relationship where the issue for me is that I can't get off because the girl, as incredible as she is too perfect. What? Where the issue for me is that I can't get off because the girl, as incredible as she is too perfect. So to make her not perfect is to have you watch her fuck another guy? So you got a giant dick and you enjoy it and you kind of like want to show like that. It's the only way I can look at it. This is like you're like the best comedian in the fucking country, all right? But there's still some level of insecurity you have that you have to go on these shows where the comics aren't at your level, and you have to go on last, and you have to fucking kill harder and kill longer than anybody else to prove that you are the best comedian in the fucking country, if not the world, if not the fucking universe, right? Is that what it is? Is it the fact that you know that you're fucking nailing her better than these other fucking guys? They come out with their average dicks or their little fucking dicks, and she's bored shitless. Do you make the other people watch? You know what I mean? Like you're helping out their golf swing. You keep lifting your head. You got to fucking keep your head down as you follow through. Dude, I don't know. I don't have the problems you have, sir. All right? I am very followable. I have no idea. I have no idea. That is like, I would send that into, can you please go on Dr. Phil? Because I just want to watch him and see what goes on in his eyes when he listens to this story, where he just goes like, so you need to have another man have sex with your woman with a penile device that is smaller than yours in order for you to get off. That's what you're saying. And Dr. Phil's got some giant ex-cop dick, right? He's got some fucking huge Hogan. That's what you do. That's the end of the episode, is you go in the back and you watch Dr. Phil fuck your wife. With the sweat pouring off his fucking head, and you're just sitting there relaxed and confident, right? It'd be funny. He probably wouldn't even get naked. He'd just drop his pants down. He'd still have his fucking wingtips on. You know what he'd do to try to beat you? He'd be in her ear, and the fucking, this dirty talk would be how much fucking money he's worth. You want to go to Oprah's tonight? You want to go? Do you want to go to Oprah's tonight? I can make it happen. That's. I'm sorry. I know this is a fucked up podcast, but I wasn't the one that took it into that area. All right? Other people did. That was really weird. That was a really weird visual. The whole thing was weird, and who knew? Who the fuck knew? Who the fuck knew that this podcast would start as innocently as it did, talking about Hitler getting his Make-A-Wish, and would end so fucked up with whatever the fuck it is I was just describing. All right, that's the podcast, everybody. Please download the new Queens of the Stone Age album. Please buy some tickets to my show at the Surf Ballroom in, Clear Lake, Iowa. It's going to be a fucking amazing night. And what else? I'll post those videos for you. That's it. And congratulations to everybody that rented the fight and enjoyed it. I don't want to ruin your fucking time. And I think that's it. I'll check in on you on Thursday. Go fuck yourselves.